welcome to episode 814 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, November 12th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Wes, and I'm Will. Pat's tended to some biz right now.
I have a theory you'll see in the coffee of why.
Oh, of why he's gone?
Why he's gone, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah.
we'll find out more in the coffee. And today, not to be a spoiler or anything, but it's a big dictator day.
Oh, yeah.
I got the youtube.com/hardfactornews. I'm wearing the CCP Russian fur hat because it's just a big day for dictators.
In fact, let's just, I mean, that's the theory. It's such a big dictator day, and mainly like communist dictator day, that it's a day for Pat to celebrate. Yeah.
He is excited.
Yeah, he's out. He's out.
Excited.
Russia has to have the most
Bit of a
expensive hats, right? Like those hats, like for the Russian guy, they have to be the most expensive on Earth.
I mean,
Have
right?
you seen a fez? Those things are made of like very nice materials.
This thing is like it's like a mink. It's like a black.
Right.
It's a fur. I mean, this thing is solid.
Yeah.
I would say probably the British women have the most expensive hats.
No, I'm saying for a military style hat. Yeah.
Right. Well, they got to be ostentatious. That's the way you do it with the dictatorship. You got to show
They're
off.
cool.
You got to show off your money. So,
Not a big fan of Russian politics, but their hats are fantastic.
Yeah.
right. And then the old school Russian ones look exactly like the new Chinese symbols, so you can't even tell them apart. I mean, it's just
It's pretty neat.
big day for
Pretty neat hats.
dictators. Of course, voicemails and reviews. Yeah, they do some other stuff. Maybe not so neat, but we'll.
No, the window pushing. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always
The banana peels by the
Mark.
windows.
You
Yeah.
gotta pay to play, right?
Yeah.
Got a lot of mail order brides over there, though. So they're
That's
keeping.
true.
Not
Hey,
the
Russian
women.
women are attractive.
They are.
Any notes we need? November 19th, next Friday is the next trivia night. So send in the car tier on patreon.com/hardfactor, and you can get in on that trivia night. Trivia nights are awesome. The last one was huge, like 5 teams, tons of participants, lots of competition, very fun.
It's always just an absolute blast. Wes, you going to be there?
I believe so.
Okay, we'll see. All right.
Wow. I wonder if Wes could win in his first appearance. That would.
Oh,
be
I'm sure.
No,
sure he could.
I'm atrocious.
You're not good at
at
trivia.
trivia. My memory is just gone.
Still gone.
No.
All you need is like one good teammate, one or two good
exactly.
teammates.
It's more about luck of the draw, right?
I might be able to coax some stuff out of people, like get the
There you
wheels
go.
turning.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You just start saying shit like yellow,
yeah.
red,
And then you also have to
1985.
shut. You have to,
what was that? Yeah.
You have to shut down the chatter in the
ABC,
part
yeah.
where you're trying to get, because some people will just be hammered and want to just chat, and so you.
That's what I hear.
You'll figure
Yeah.
it out. You'll figure
That's
it out.
what I hear.
But it's fun.
But-
That's why it's fun.
But a lot of times we take the hammered chat to the Discord afterwards. So like, you can be like, hey, I'm not gonna name any names. Hey, Colin, I'll see you in the voice chat after the trivia.
Boom.
Yeah.
And that's how we do it. It's a fun time. It's a celebration of the Hardo Hive every time. It's so fun.
Sweet.
Excellent time.
All right, you guys want to do the news?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, listen, we got to do the news. That's why I played the clip, right? That's what we get paid for. First up, the fun fact of the day. The inventor of the Pringles can is buried in one.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's awesome. That's right. In 1966, Frederick Bauer developed the Pringles stackable chip can for Procter & Gamble, the famous can, and he asked to be buried in one. So when he died at the age of 89, he was cremated, and his children stopped into a Walgreens on the way to the funeral home to pick up the can he would be buried in. And here's a quote from his eldest son, Larry, who said, "My siblings and I briefly debated what flavor to use, but I said, look, we need to use the original. Frederick Bauer is an American classic." So he's buried. Yeah, he's buried in an original Pringles can.
I don't know. I see if I'm the
Barbecue?
guy who's looking down on his grave of a Pringles can, I'm thinking barbecue.
Barbecue?
I wish they
Really?
would've gone-
Barbecue?
Well,
I didn't even know they made barbecue Pringles.
Oh,
No,
they
no,
do.
sour,
They're good.
sour cream. What is it? Sour cream and onion?
Sour cream and
Pringles?
onion is the
Those
next
are
best.
really
yeah.
good.
And salt and
Those are
vinegar is
good.
really good
But
too.
what
That's a
about-
great flavor?
It's kind of like a joke. He got cremated, so it could be barbecue. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's true.
That's funny.
Or sour cream and onion.
He's cremated. Yeah. Hey.
You got to go with the flavor. I don't like the original pick. I mean,
Okay. Well, it's still cool that he's buried in a Pringles
family.
can.
Yeah.
All right. Holidays. I'm going to warn you. It's a pretty big letdown day on the 12th, or Veterans Day hangover, as we call it in the holidays biz. Today is National Pneumonia Day. Not exactly a fun one, is it? And then really nothing else. A couple of foods get called out. It's national.
Is that 'cause so many soldiers died of pneumonia?
Probably.
They just
yeah.
like coattailing it. They're like, all right. And also,
Yeah.
since so many soldiers back in like the Civil War died of pneumonia, here's Pneumonia Day.
It's probably that, and also like it's the temperatures changing drastically in mid-November. It's pneumonia season starting, right? Yeah, and then a couple foods get called out. National French Dip Day. Okay. National Pizza with the Works except Anchovies Day. Probably pisses Wes off. Wes is a big anchovies guy.
Anchovies.
Yeah,
Both
you
of
do.
those are better than pneumonia.
They are. And then National Chicken Soup for the Soul Day. They had to add
Wow,
for the
that helps
soul.
pneumonia. So
Yeah.
After they're doing the book, National.
Yeah,
the
I think
book?
isn't that the book?
Yeah, it's the book.
Chicken Soup for the Soul.
It's not just chicken soup they're talking
Chicken
about. It's
Soup Day would
it's
make a lot more
So
sense.
Chicken
Right.
Soup probably gets 2 days then. It gets the book and
It's got to.
yeah. Well, that's
unfair.
that's ridiculous. So, like I said, not great. I mean, after Veterans Day, it's kind of a letdown. The thing is, I think
Hard to stack up,
I have a theory on the 12th too as well. Today in history, on November 12th, 1927, Joseph Stalin became the undisputed ruler of the Soviet Union. So there it is. Another
There
reason.
we go.
Yeah,
And
there it is.
Dictator hat is back on.
It's
All
a
right.
dictator. Fridays for the dictators today. It's a dictator day. Yeah. And that's about it. Not a lot of cool things happening on November 12th. It's a pretty lame day in history. It really knows its place. Thanksgiving's coming up and it just keeps its fucking mouth shut and is just a day, right? No bells and whistles on November 12th. If it's your birthday today, that's actually probably a good thing because it's your day. You don't really share it with anything of historical significance, value, or like holiday, like daily
Unless
holiday thing.
you live in one of these communist dictator nations, then,
then
you're buried by
You
all
chopped liver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is
Well,
a great
you
day
are-
for non-communists that have
It's a
birthday
great
today.
reminder to you that you are less important than the great leader, the great.
For sure. They don't call them birthdays there. They call them like, your annuals or whatever. I won't get into famous birthdays.
You made it.
I won't get into famous birthdays after saying, that because then that would take away from people who are having a birthday day. But I will do a few deaths if that's okay on November 12th. Cnut, the great the king of Denmark, died in 1035. I guess it's technically pronounced Cnut, but it's spelled C-N-U-T. So that's Cnut to me. Yeah,
That is
that's
Cnut.
Cnut. Yeah.
That
Canoe.
guy, he used to fuck up the British. I watched that show,
Cnut.
Last Kingdom or whatever
Yeah.
on Netflix with Uhtred. Yeah. I mean, Cnut was fucking up the British people.
Cnut, C-Nut, whatever you want to call him. He was nutting all over him. And then actor Jonathan Brandis sadly committed suicide on November 12th of 2003. R.I.P. Jonathan Brandis. And Stan Lee, inventor of Marvel and comic book fame, right, is no longer making cameos in Marvel films because he died today, 2018, 3 years ago today.
18. I was thinking
Yeah.
19. 18.
Yeah, 2018. Time flies a little too fast. Also, there's some
Hey, at least he got out of
potential.
here right before COVID, right?
That's true,
Good for him.
but sadly for him, there was like elder abuse going on towards the end of his life. Remember that?
Oh.
What?
Yeah, yeah, like his nephew or like a somewhat relative, like a step nephew. Like people were really, it was bad. You can look it up. Stanley was getting
He wasn't
elder
worth
abuse.
was he worth as much money as you might think he was worth? Like
Well, his
I
nephew
would think,
certainly thought so.
I would think he's worth billions, but I don't think he was.
Yeah, no, he was. I mean, well, people kept stealing money from him. Apparently, Wes.
He was a trusting guy.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's move on to honorable mentions, though. R.I.P. Stanley. Cam Newton is back. This will be an NFL honorable mention. So Cam Newton is back to where it started, the Carolina Panthers. He signed a 1-year, $10 million contract with his former team, who started the NFL season 3-0, I think, with Sam Darnold, but have since lost 5 of their last 6, and they stink. And then, Panthers are terrible. I don't even know if he's going to be
Well,
able
he
to help
wasn't
them.
that great, was he, last year on the Patriots?
No, I don't think they made the playoffs. Did they? The Patriots?
Nah.
No. And their rookie
He
quarterback
got beat out by
from
Mac
Alabama's
Jones.
doing pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
I mean, Cam had a good career. He was an MVP, I think, one year. He's gone to a couple Pro Bowls, but he's a little bit older. He was more.
he fell off. It told you
Yeah.
a lot when Ron Rivera wasn't interested in signing him because Ron Rivera had him when he was at his peak back.
It probably didn't help that the refs let him get just absolutely murdered every game without throwing a flag. Yeah,
But he was
he's been
a
through
great
some abuse.
college QB.
Oh yeah, didn't he win one for a national championship for Auburn? And he got
when
to
he
a
was
Super
young,
Bowl.
when he was at his peak, like I mean, he went to the Super
Great
Bowl,
player.
I guess, so,
Great player. Yeah, but he's beat. And then also Odell Beckham Jr. became the 75th former Pro Bowl signing of the Los Angeles Rams this season, who seem hell-bent on fucking my Arizona Cardinals Super Bowl futures bet up.
Yeah, they're going to be good, huh?
Didn't they just get Von Miller, and now they got
Yep.
Odell Beckham and stuff,
Yep.
and in the offseason they got like 17 Pro Bowlers, and they got
And they have
Matt Stafford and stuff. What the
Yes.
fuck? Okay, cool. Los Angeles Rams, whatever. Also, a reminder at this point, if you join our Patreon, patreon.com/hard factor, and get in the send in the car tier, you can get in our gambling Discord. We have a weekly NFL parlay for a few bucks a week that offers a huge potential payout if we hit the parlay. It's very exhilarating.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Pat started a new thing this week where we're eliminating one game based on the vote of the
You
of the
can.
group.
You can eliminate
So,
one if
right,
if
can.
enough people vote. If there's
Okay.
a game that we deem too hard to bet on, we can
Here's something
eliminate
I
it.
thought
Yeah.
of. It's going to get real messy when somebody hits their picks perfect, but the group didn't because they got out.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's gonna
So,
be
Will,
awesome.
I started betting in the parlay on my own individually.
Yeah,
too,
that makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
I might as well, just so that in case that happens, I won't be bitter forever.
Humble brag, I am sitting atop.
You are the
leaderboard.
number one picker. This
67% for the season.
That's
no big
impressive.
deal. No big deal. Yeah. Let's move on.
Where am I on the chart? I started off hot, and then
I
fell
think
off.
you're in the top 10.
Nice.
I think like 67, and then it goes down to like 61, and then a bunch of high 50s. All right. Number 3. The death toll has now rise to 9 in the aftermath of the Astroworld tragedy in Houston a week ago today. It was last Friday. 22-year-old, let me bring up a picture of her. It's, I think, Bharti Shahani, who was a senior at Texas A&M, has she succumbed to her injuries on Thursday. She reportedly suffered multiple heart attacks at the concert. And there's a video of her, she was dropped on her head by EMTs when they're trying to get her into, it's bad. She had multiple heart attacks at the venue, and then she was declared brain dead on Thursday. Also a 9-year-old, this is just a shitty story. A 9-year-old Ezra Blunt, he was at the concert for some reason. He was trampled, and he's currently in a medical induced coma, fighting for his life. He's
He
not
fell
doing
off his
well.
dad. Didn't his dad collapse and he fell off his shoulders and then got trampled? I
Yeah.
think that was the story behind him.
horrible.
Yeah.
He's 9.
Yeah.
It's bad. People are still really suffering in the hospital. It's not good. And yeah, it's so bad that there's already over 50 lawsuits filed against producer Live Nation Entertainment and Travis Scott. I think a couple against Drake as well, but there's 50 lawsuits and counting, 10 more every day. One of which is by Ezra's family, and they're definitely going to win that suit. Hopefully Ezra pulls through, but you see a 9-year-old in a coma that got trampled, you're probably going to win the lawsuit. Scott did come out and say he would pay for all of the funerals and for people's mental health treatments and counseling, which is nice, but he is fucked. This whole
But that's
week.
not even nearly all the
No.
damage, because there's going to
No.
be medical bills, obviously.
Oh, no,
Those would be
not
the
even-
biggest thing.
not even.
Emotional damage bills.
Right.
And
Well, he's paying for
lawsuits.
some counseling, but this whole week news story, I don't know if you guys saw, but news stories have been coming out about Travis Scott's sicko mode and his constant social media posts that encouraged concert goers to go nuts and fight and mosh and stuff at all of his concerts. He even had one post of a guy passed out face down at his concert, and it was it would be a great honor if someone would die at my concert. In the past,
said that?
Yeah,
That's
He
like
is
that's
in
like
trouble.
what's
Yeah.
that's like what's it's called the guy who killed Baldwin. That's like his tweet where he was like, "I wonder what it would be like to wrongfully kill somebody," and then he did it.
yeah.
Or accidentally kill somebody. Yeah, and then
Yeah, it's bad. It's
Travis
bad.
Scott's now
He's got a
the second
history.
Baldwin. Yeah.
He's got a history of inciting mosh pits and that type of thing at his concert. He is so fucked. It's a really sad story all around. People are still suffering in the hospital. Scott's only potential saving grace really financially is that this happened in Texas. And I'm not sure exactly the rules on the maximum amount of money, depending on the lawsuits, for individuals, what you can get in Texas. But I know it's a lot lower than the amount the current governor and cripple, Greg Abbott, received after a tree fell on him when he went on a jog when he was 26. Abbott sued his neighbor, whose tree it was, and the tree company that planted the tree, and he's received well over $3 million and counting. He's getting something like $15,000 a month for life, and he's had several $multi-$100,000 lump sum payouts. They're estimating he will earn over $6 million from the tree that fell on him. Nowadays, though, for any medical malpractice or freak accident dating back since 2003, thanks to Greg Abbott, the maximum you can receive is $250,000. So he is going to receive $6 million, but he decided that, no other person besides him should be able to get more than $250,000. So that
tree company was that? It was like Walmart tree removal?
I don't know.
You think that would put him out of business?
Well, he sued him. He sued the pants off him, and then he changed. Yeah. So thanks, Greg Abbott. At least that's what Travis Scott should be saying, because that's his only saving. This is his only chance. If
Travis Scott, gigantic Greg Abbott fan.
Yeah, he's gonna definitely vote for Greg Abbott over McConaughey at this point.
First lawsuit for the Alec Baldwin thing just got announced too. A gaffer is suing him for emotional, distress because he was holding the director in his arms while she bled out. So he's suing for emotional damage.
Baldwin, he's done too. Travis Scott and Baldwin both financially are ruined. Kylie Jenner might want to cut ties with Travis Scott. I think they have a kid though, because Kylie Jenner's worth $1 billion. So it's basically her money that's going to be going to all these people. She's going to be paying for a lot of it. All right, number 2. Let's move on. Sad story, Astroworld. Yeah. Number 2 story today is Congress is going after drunk driving. What? I guess since Ted Kennedy is gone, they can pass that now, right? Rim shot.
Why you?
This is also awful news for South Dakota AD Jason Ravens Roundborg. Am I right? Not great. Allegedly. I was at a bar, but I wasn't drinking. So I guess one of the things that was tucked away in the infrastructure bill, as we predicted, there's probably a ton of these, is that car makers will have to include technology to detect and stop drunk drivers by as early as 2026. That's one of the pieces of legislation in the infrastructure bill. So
How stop you? I guess a breathalyzer?
Well, we'll get to that. Yeah, so exactly. So 5 years from now, pretty soon, I guess. I mean, when Elon Musk puts together a 5-year project plan, he claims he can build colonies on planets we've never seen. But Congress is like, let's give him 5 years to put breathalyzers in cars.
Yeah. Well, you know what else has got a 5
30 to 60 years for that carbon emission crap.
You know what else has got a 5-year runway?
What's that?
Hyundai is making autonomous flying taxis.
Whoa!
And those are supposed to be running up in 5 years. Yeah.
That's more ambitious than getting a detection for alcohol. And Congress really gives people a lot of time on projects.
Speed,
Yeah, they go slow. Government moves slow. Yeah, I guess they claim it has to be better than a breathalyzer will because then you can just get your kids or drunkenly bully someone that's sober to blow in the breathalyzer for you, then drive yourself. Like, get in here and blow.
It sounds like one of those things that they're going to say that you have to do, and then nobody does it.
No one's going to do it.
Because
of course
they're like, fuck you, and then nobody does it.
Exactly. So they're claiming it needs to be, they don't even have what the answer is. They're claiming it needs to be something more impressive than a breathalyzer, something like an infrared eye scanner type deal. And good luck with that. Like you said, good luck with that. Specifically, the bill requires something that will, quote, passively monitor the performance of a driver of a motor vehicle to accurately identify whether that driver may be impaired. And they're hypothesizing like some sort of scanning.
Okay. Yeah. So it scans your eyes,
right?
But what if you just had red eyes and
there's a kid
you got out of a pool?
Some kid won his national science project because he did this 2 years ago. Like some 16-year-old kid developed this technology.
Right, but when you do it on a massive
2
scale, it's gonna shut down the car when it shouldn't a lot of times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a race against like you said, self-driving cars anyways.
They already have that sway warning in some cars. My car will it'll be that also, and also my car will if I've been driving for a while and I sway, it'll pop up this cup of coffee and it's do you need a rest?
Wow. You know what this is? This is big robots doing this, Mark.
It is.
They don't want human drivers. They're trying to get it all AI. So they're trying to get you off the wheel.
I agree with you. It's absolutely,
robot.
and to Wes's point, like my car does the lane thing, and also auto brakes if it thinks you're too close to a car, and you can turn all those things off currently if you go into settings. But I doubt. I don't know if they'd let you turn off the alcohol.
I like
thing.
them.
But yeah, I mean, this is a good thing though. Obviously, is there's over 10,000 people a year that die from drunk driving, and there's things like Uber and Lyft and taxis, right, and self-driving cars are kind of here. So there's really no reason to get hammered and drive anymore. We don't need this. We don't need this guy driving around when his car is completely filled with beer. Remember this commercial?
Yeah, remember that guy.
That was a great commercial.
Well, that guy
There's
is
also the olive
obvious.
guy, the martini guy who was right after him. Yeah.
He's got a car filled with olive martini.
Olives. How mad you gonna be though? You get hammered and then you're like responsibly, getting like an autonomous Uber and that thing just fucking drives you right into a wall. Like that's gonna fucking happen. It is. It's gonna happen.
People just getting in wrecks
Sadly,
with the robot driver.
Yeah. One of my wife's good friends called a Lyft and from a bar in Austin, I think, or recently, like 5 years ago, maybe it was California, but she died. They got in a Lyft and a drunk driver hit their Lyft.
Yeah, man.
It's like that type of thing. It's just sad. Like she did the right thing, and then it's not fair. Anyways, also
maybe
in
these robot drivers would be safer. That's what Big Robot's saying, Mark.
Yeah,
Big Robot
maybe
wants this to happen.
But you get so much angrier when a robot like Wessel, when a robot takes one life, it's worse than like a human doing it 10 times. Like it's just so infuriating when the self-driving truck runs over the family as opposed to a hired truck
You can't
driver.
look at the robot when you get in and be like, is he all right? Is he doing okay?
No, he's literally not going to exist probably. He's just
exactly.
He just shuts down. They just delete him. Yeah.
Just close the doors on you and you're off.
His memory's gone. He doesn't even remember he did it. All right. Also, in the same section of the bill, they are demanding that car makers have an indication of a rear seat reminder that could notify parents about children left in car seats. For parents that just accidentally leave their kids in the car.
Yeah. Well, my car's already got that. That's a pretty.
Yeah. I mean, and then people.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It just says ding, ding, ding. It's kind of like the airbag signal for the front seat if it feels more than 10 pounds and there's no seatbelt on.
If it
it's
feels
like that.
weight in the back seat, it goes,
Correct.
Hey, look in the back seat.
Is there something in the back seat, you idiot? And then people are still reading this giant infrastructure bill to find out, but there's no indication yet. Maybe it's in there if there's going to be a requirement for a roof indicator to let parents know if they're driving with their baby on top of the roof.
Right. Yeah. That should be also
fucking idiots.
I mean, they got to be so super safe. You know what, Mark? Like this reminds me of like in the Reno City Council, they have a debate over whether or not homes should have to install sprinkler systems, like fire retardant sprinkler systems inside the homes. It's like one of those things where it's like then you'd never be able to sell the fucking house. It's like sometimes regulators get a little bit too.
Do you want to wipe
excited.
My ass for me too?
Right,
It's
exactly.
like, come on. All right. Okay. Leave me alone.
Hey,
just leave me alone a little bit. Yeah.
Their head's in the right place, even if they are being guided by the evil.
Get rid of the drunk drivers, but the baby thing, parents should know if their kid's in the car. Anyways, that takes us to
the cream of the crop.
And to be honest, I don't know if cream of the crop does this story justice. Is there something better than the number one story, maybe? Because this is probably the biggest story of the year. All that complaining about November 12th being a bitch boy gorilla dick day, while November 11th has quite the nose on it, will continue at least one more year. As on November 11th, yesterday, Thursday, Emperor Xi Jinping of China, lifelong self-appointed leader of the China Communist Party, has gone hyperbolic, unironically, and passed a new resolution at one of China's most important political meetings. And the document is a beautiful history of the 100 years of the CCP. And it says, hey, this Xi Jinping guy, consider him an equal now to founder Mao Zedong. They donged him. They donged him.
They donged him.
He donged himself, really.
He donged himself.
Wow.
Hey, if you can get to the place where you can dong yourself, you do it,
Yeah.
That's a good point, Wes.
Yeah. He just donged himself.
It's good to be the dong.
This all took place behind closed doors over 4 days, where over 370 members of the CCP Central Committee just tripped over themselves trying to get the Xi's cock. Can you imagine the compliments that were going on at that behind closed doors meeting while he's drafting the document to say he's as powerful as Mao Zedong? Yeah.
He already is emperor for life. What's interesting for this is that he made himself emperor for life like 2 years ago.
President for life. Now it's emperor.
That wasn't good enough for him. So
Correct.
He's now making himself even a bigger character in Chinese history. This guy is fucking obsessed with himself. Like,
we'll get to that, back to that point in just a minute, but he did kind of like what Putin did, where Putin was going to become the prime minister and make the prime minister 10 times more powerful than the president. He did like a shady thing. But yeah, I mean, I could imagine Xi's at that meeting with his hands on his hip and he's just like, show me how much you care. He's got no pants on, just walking around naked.
Oh,
yeah, so
he's about to bring Prima Nocta back. He's about to be fucking people's
everyone's
wives.
Everyone's wives. So yeah, what exactly is this? Kind of like what Will hinted at. Xi is seeking a historic third term as president, and was always thought to have won that because he already like a year or two ago said, "Hey, there won't be any terms for president. I'm going to be president for life if that's the way it is, and that's the way it's going to be." Yeah. So he already declared that. But what this is like that on steroids. It's saying he is the party leader, not only the country's leader, but he's the CCP leader and essentially more powerful than the president. He's like God almost. His power will never be questioned as long as he's alive and as long as the CCP's in power. He's the new Mao Zedong. He basically is like, you can call me whatever you want. Just call me. Just
basically,
look at me.
It's like, you literally have to kill me and take over the country in order to get rid of me. That's the only possible way. Otherwise, it's me forever.
This is the third time in Chinese history such a resolution has passed. The first time was 1945 for Mao Zedong, allowing him to create the People's Republic of China a few years later. So this is a very powerful resolution. I mean, it's what Xi says goes now, even more than before. I think pound for pound, he might have just jumped to the #1 dictator spot over Putin.
Oh yeah, I would argue that he did it back in 20, like when he first announced it, he was already. But this is it though. This is like the icing on the cake of passing Putin, and you get it's official.
Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. He's on every TV over there. They call it GV.
Yeah, they're gonna have to now. Yeah, I mean, like if you're a Chinese person, it should scare the shit out of you. But I wonder if it does. Like, I don't even know. I would love to talk to but I guess you'd never be able to talk to a regular citizen. They wouldn't be able to give you their honest opinion anyway. So
no, it's bad. It's bad for them. Is what it is. It's bad. Yeah, it's real bad. And today's cup of coffee, fucking November 12th, right? Today's cup of coffee was brought to you by AdamandEve.com. Let me ask you a question. You guys getting enough ass? You getting enough ass over there? Wes, you get enough ass? Will, you get enough ass?
You can always use more, you know.
Yeah, I'm talking about getting that ass. If you answer yes, then fuck you. All right. We'd all love a little bit more ass, right? And AdamandEve.com wants to give you more, and they want to give it to you for 50% off just about any one item at the store, plus free shipping on your entire order. Whoa. So what do you have to do to get that 50% off the item and the free shipping? Well, it's not that hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy or anything you desire. Look, they've got
sexiest item you can find.
They've got to just go. I don't have to list it again. Just go to the site. It's not like that X-rated. If you go to the site, you might want to do it at home as opposed to work, but it's not like a bunch of tits and stuff are popping out at you. It's very professionally done. It's ordered by category, and you click on the categories. You can get vibrator category, sex toy category, men's toys, lingerie, bath rubs, massage rubs, oils, lubes, bondage stuff, couple stuff, the Liberator, sex swings. They've got
very
everything.
Clean, very
it's
sexy.
very professionally done site. They're the best in the business when it comes to like lingerie and sex toys.
It's for adults
and rubs. It's for adults. It's not for children.
Yeah,
it's for adults. It's for adults to have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consensual
You can make
adults.
November 12th better if you stop in at Adam and Eve. You know. Anyways, just enter code HARDFACTOR at checkout, and you'll get 50% off almost any one item. That's go to check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 50% off, including free shipping when you enter code HARDFACTOR. That's HARDFACTOR at AdamandEve.com, boys.
Let me tell you something. You know, I think that if you just go out of the blue and order something to spice up the bedroom, you're going to find, you might find that you unlock a part of your partner that you never knew existed. And you're going to like that part.
Get in there.
Yeah, it's going to, and you're going to like your part too.
You're going to like your part. You're going to like that part that you unlock.
All the parts. You're like all the parts. That's
parts
some good
are gonna
advice.
be good.
That's some good advice. Wes.
Yeah.
This
Better
episode
believe it.
is also brought to you by the official shorts of Fat Boy Summer, Bird Dogs. And what's that? Bird Dogs is making pants now too. You heard me right. Not only the fashionable, quick-drying, any occasion shorts, but Bird Dogs has expanded the line to pants and joggers for the colder months as well. And just like with the shorts, the pants and joggers are the highest quality material possible. They have a stretchy, clean look that's perfect for any occasion. Stole Lululemon's designer, doing it better now. The pants and joggers are also liner optional. If you want to rock your favorite undies with them in the colder months, you can. Or you can do it like me and always ride or die in your Bird Dogs liner, no matter what the pant link is. Every dude needs a pair of Bird Dogs. That's just the way it is. Did Bird Dogs do it again? Or did Bird Dogs do it again? Let me tell you, they did. Go to birddogs.com and enter code FACTOR, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle ball. You remember those Nerf Vortex Howler balls with the whistle when you threw them? You throw them a country mile? Yeah, it's that. But with the Bird Dogs logo on it, they toss the logo on there. Genius. That's birddogs.com, code FACTOR, and boom, a free Bird Dogs whistle ball with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off, I promise you. Excellent pants and shorts.
Very comfortable.
Yeah, they are.
Very slick.
Very nice. All right, guys. It's
time for the TikTok International Moment.
Nice.
I found the video eventually. We're doing more dictatorships here.
Yeah.
In
Damn
the
right we are.
TikTok International Moment. You wouldn't have guessed it on G-Day. We're also headed first to the eastern border of the EU, where the unofficial leaders of the European Union, Germany, are busy with quite a number of things. Preparing for Angela Merkel to not be the chancellor of Germany
That's
for
right.
the first time since 2005. That's happening starting in December. They're looking at legalizing cannabis in the near term of that next government coalition. Nice.
That would make Oktoberfest and the Christmas market so much more cool. Wow.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Germany. And they're currently dealing with their worst spike of COVID yet. Not great. And probably their biggest issue, the unofficial leaders of the European Union, is that they're under a lot of pressure, mostly emanating from Russia and President Vladimir Putin. Okay. If he had one of these hats, he'd put it on because it's powerful and he likes power. And it's a two-pronged attack Putin's putting on the EU. First up, at the border of Belarus and Poland. Here's a shot for you fellas.
Oh,
See
they're
what it
having
looks
a
like.
tough time there, aren't they?
That looks fun.
Yeah, the border is bad right there. Yeah.
It's under attack, Mark, by camps of 3,000 to 4,000 migrants trying to get from Belarus into Poland. But most of them, in fact, I think almost all of them, are just passing through Belarus to get into Poland.
Right.
With many in the EU.
Because Poland's in the EU.
Correct.
That's why they want to go. Belarus is not. Yeah.
Yeah, but many of the people in the EU are claiming that Lukashenko, the dictator in Belarus, baited these immigrants into Belarus and then from there are forcing them to try to cross into the EU into Poland. And here's a quote from the Polish prime minister. From a distance, these events on the Polish-Belarusian border may look like a migration crisis, but this is not a migration crisis. It is a political crisis triggered with the special purpose of destabilizing the situation in the European Union, said Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki. One of those ski names. Don't know exactly how you say it. But yeah,
Dumsky.
he along with the rest of the EU is blaming both Lukashenko and Lukashenko's unofficial boss, Vladimir Putin, for the budding crisis over there. And not only are they putting pressure on the Polish border with Belarus, but on the Ukrainian border with Russia. The U.S. Secretary of State, A. Blinken, is warning that he fears Russia will provoke military engagements along the border with Ukraine in hopes of spurring an invasion like they did back in 2014 during Obama's second term. It appears Mr. Putin is feeling very frisky this winter. Also, a funny note about how the EU is planning to deal with this. The EU is building a wall or a series of walls along the Russian and Belarusian borders to deal with Putin and
Let's
Lukashenko.
build walls. Great.
Wow.
Yeah, after spending the last several years probably making fun of Trump's wall. Their new solution to dealing with Putin and
Build a
Lukashenko
wall.
is to build a wall.
So they want. So Lukashenko is saying, "Come over here to Belarus," and then he's driving them into Poland to create instability.
That's what the EU's claiming.
No, I don't. I read that Lukashenko's pissed at the EU, first of all, and that he the border crisis is what's driving it. But he has a new update, like Thursday night, he was threatening to stop oil. They have two major pipelines for the EU that run through Belarus, and he said if you don't stop fucking with us, we're just shutting down the pipelines, and the EU won't have any fucking oil. He's like, fuck y'all. Lukashenko's threatening to stop the oil supply.
Yes, but they are, Wes, accusing him of orchestrating this entire thing and getting the migrants to come into Belarus and then forcing them to go into Poland. So
he's like the Soros of over there.
He's insane. Lukashenko's
he's just a dictator.
He's not job. Yeah, he's a dictator.
Right. Well, I'm saying people blame Soros for the migrants over here.
Shut down the oil.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you're saying like he's orchestrating caravans? Like
yeah.
Yep. According, I mean, yeah, sure.
He's doing whatever he wants. He's got the hat on.
Right.
He's doing whatever he wants.
Yeah. There is caravans though, European, and in fact, they're dealing with them with walls. Now taking it over to Yemen, where the Biden administration, not fans of walls, is calling for the immediate release of Yemeni staff of the U.S. embassy in Sana'a. Who are being detained by Iranian-backed Houthi separatists who control the city. That was the embassy I showed you guys. Despite the embassy in Sana'a being shut down, quote unquote, by the U.S. government since 2015, the Houthi separatists were able to take at least 25 Yemeni employees of the U.S. embassy hostage at the facility, according to Bloomberg. So from what I can tell, there's like a proxy war between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia backing the current Yemeni government, and then Iran is backing the Houthi rebels. And even though the U.S. says it's backing away from that conflict in Yemen, we've demanded that the Houthis vacate or shut down what they're doing in the embassy and release all the hostages who work for us in Sana'a, despite we don't have any operation there. So more to come on that for sure. Just kind of a confusing mess.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in Yemen. I do know 2011 British produced rom-com Salmon Fishing in the Yemen is a good movie.
Nice. You probably don't want to be salmon fishing over there right now. Sounds like the rebels might snatch you up.
Well, they were in a big turmoil back then too. But the salmon fishing became kind of like a World Cup peace treaty. They're like, all right, we'll stop. All right, fine. Everyone likes salmon. Okay, so they were able.
Maybe they should start fishing for salmon again because the peace treaty is off. They're taking hostages.
Damn, fuck.
So finally, taking it out of the military conflicts in inland Eurasia to the relatively safer shores of Taiwan. Safer for now, at least. Shout out Emperor Xi until he wants to take over. Where this headline from Taiwan English News really says it all. And here's the headline. It says, police officer's thumb reattached after drunk driver bites it off. So
see, he would have his thumb if it was 2026. There wouldn't be a drunk driver.
Right.
You think? Well, you'll hear. So I don't know. This guy was on an interesting vehicle, Mark. You'll see. Okay. Police stopped an elderly man after he was seen going through a red light and appearing unstable while riding an electric scooter in Hualien City on November 8th. The 71-year-old man named Liu refused to cooperate with the roadside alcohol breath test, claiming that he was a retired civil servant and naming a ton of high-ranking police and officials as his friends, basically being like, "Hey, let me go. I'm with police." You know, when police persisted,
I'm a cop. You idiot.
Required. Yeah, I mean, he's doing that. That's the classic thing. Like, what's your badge number? What you know this officer?
Yeah. You know, do you know Detective John Kimball?
Exactly. And so when police persisted that he was still required to undergo an alcohol breath test, regardless of his friends, Mr. Liu threatened to commit suicide on the spot and threw himself to the ground and started bashing his head into the pavement.
Damn.
So when police restrained Mr. Liu to prevent him from self-harming, and they attempted to put him into the patrol car, he bit down on an officer's thumb, severing it at the first joint and then spitting it into the patrol car.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. That's aggressive.
He was upset. The injured officer, Officer Wang, insisted on getting Liu back to the police station before going to the Tzu Chi hospital to have the severed digit reattached. Mr. Liu was found to have a blood alcohol level of 0.65 milligrams per liter, which is like double to triple the limit depending on which country. I'm not sure what that is BAC, but it's a lot.
It sounds high.
It's very high.
Sounds
He's
like
biting thumbs off. Yeah.
But 71 biting thumbs off. Yeah, he was charged with the crime of endangering the public, injury, and obstructing officials. So
You think he was just making up names? I know. Do you
he's
know,
biting with
Chief so and so?
when you're that
He was so
hammered,
drunk,
yeah,
he was just making up names. Yeah.
and he's also committing threatening to commit suicide. He's really going to great lengths to try to
Good grief.
Yeah. And that's today's TikTok International Moment, which was brought to you by Fight Camp. And I've been telling you all week, you need to check out Fight Camp because it's the truth. You're probably tired of me saying it right now, but it's true. So you need to check it out. Fight Camp brings the best workout in the world into your home and makes it fun. Learn to box and kickbox right from your home with access to world-class programming, elite trainers, premium equipment, and smart technology that turns your workout into an interactive experience. It's the perfect gift for any fitness lover or anyone who needs a little stress relief this holiday season. Fight Camp comes with all the gear you need to start boxing from home, including a freestanding punching bag, boxing gloves, quick hand wraps, and smart punch trackers. It takes up less space than you think. If you have enough room to do a push-up, you have enough room for a fight camp. Thousands of classes with new workouts added each week. You'll always find something new. It's got a variation of lengths, styles, trainers, difficulty levels. You'll never get bored with Fight Camp. If you have little to no boxing experience, Fight Camp has your back. They've created programs specifically designed to teach you the basics of boxing and kickboxing so you can build a strong foundation. Fight Camp provides real-time data during your workout and after your workout so you can track your progress, work toward guided goals, and see exactly how you're improving over time. It works out your entire body, your brain, and you can do it with the whole family. And now is the best time to get your Fight Camp. Take advantage of their holiday deal going on now. If you purchase this November, you'll get an additional pair of gloves for free on us. Just go to joinfightcamp.com/hard to get an additional pair of gloves for free all November. Go to joinfightcamp.com/hard, joinfightcamp.com/hard for a free additional pair of gloves all November. That's a great deal. They're a good value.
Yeah, looks like fun too. Guys, I don't know about you, but sometimes I get bummed out. I get sad, I get anxious, I get depressed about things that are going on in my life, things maybe I don't understand. I mean, I'm great at self-diagnosing myself. Who knows me better than me, right? I'm super smart. I don't need some therapist telling me anything. You know what I mean?
That's not true.
Yeah. Well, after I started going to therapy, what I learned is I don't know shit. My therapist gives me new ways to look at things and understand things that my pissant brain just has never thought of, and you know what that does? It helps me understand things and look at them in a whole new way, which then helps me feel better. And I can take that knowledge and better overall outlook and apply it in other areas of my life, creating an overall better state of mind and quality of life. But hey, I'm sure you got it all figured out. No need for help. But luckily, just in case, if you think you do need help, there's Talkspace, right? Reaching out for support is a sign of courage, not weakness. If someone calls you weak for getting help, chances are they need to be in that therapist chair more than you do.
Oh, yeah, badly.
Yeah. Athletes work hard to keep their bodies at peak performance. It's time we treat mental health the same way. Treat your brain like a muscle and give it the same level of care as the rest of your body with Talkspace. Talkspace therapists are experts in dozens of specialties, including anxiety, depression, relationships, whatever you got going on. There's someone to talk to. They work around your schedule, unlimited messaging 24/7 with your dedicated therapist in the app. So if you feel like, your mental health has been stuck, you're going through some stuff, I promise you'll feel better if you talk to someone. So give Talkspace a shot. Match with the licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com. Get $100 off your first month with promo code HARDFACTOR. That's $100 off when you use code HARDFACTOR at Talkspace.com. Okay, what do you guys want to do? Reviews or voicemails first?
Reviews.
Okay, we'll do reviews first. All right, first one from Yankee Hunter 308. 5-star news show, best news show ever. The show has 4 hosts: Wes, Will, Pat, Mark, in that specific order.
The fuck is that supposed to be?
You can get all sides of every news article. Pat will give you a communist point of view. Wes will show you the darker side of things. Will gives the correct opinion. And finally, Mark will give you the opinion of a man who owns 5 cats. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's that guy, which you can only take with a grain of salt because he owns 5 cats. which shows his terrible life decisions. At some point in everyone's life, they pick between cats or any other pet in the world, and Mark went with the worst animal in the world. Come on, Mark, be better. Have a great fucking day, boys.
I have no respect for anyone that doesn't like cats. So, feelings mutual. It's a pretty easy call for me on Yankee Hunter 308.
Yeah, 308. I think he might have been trying to rally up there.
He's not
Yeah,
welcome.
I mean, he got me up to about a 5, but I think that he's about a 1.
Oh no, not
Yeah.
worth
There you
the effort.
No.
Okay. The lion doesn't, what's the sign?
Nice try,
Worry.
Yankee Hunter.
Yeah.
Well, he's got 5 beautiful cats that he loves. What an idiot.
All right. Okay. Well, you tried,
Nice
Yankee
try.
Hunter.
Nice try.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was a great try.
It was a good effort.
I thought you were going to get him real worked up, but no.
Yeah. Thank you for ranking me number 1 again. Next one, 5 stars from JRA27. Good substitute for agenda fueled news. The boys are funny and other viewers, which is funny. Okay, but it makes sense. As a left leaning person myself, I enjoy listening to Pat's ideas and thoughts behind the stories. Okay, yeah, Pat has some great input. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
As the
All right.
first commenter pointed out, usually communist, but yes.
Yes,
Excellent.
absolutely.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's his day today. Leave him alone. That's a
That's
compliment,
Right. I'll put
right?
the hat back on for
Yeah.
Pat.
Yeah. Next one from Drew Mamba. Good morning. I have listened to this podcast for over a year now. It's great. If you haven't joined the Patreon yet, get in. I love cheating on the news with these guys. Shout out to last week. Wes was sharing that stuttering video. I myself do have a stutter. Tried to play on that in the title. It was a nightmare fuel. And Wes's advice on pretending you have a stutter to someone who does had me crying laughing. If you ain't listening to these guys, you're a bunch of gorilla dicks.
Yeah.
Quick question. Wednesday was National Sandwich Day. My girlfriend and I participated with a couple grinders. Did you guys get anything? Thanks, guys. Love the show. Keep it up. Have a great fucking day. Send it in the car. P.S. My girlfriend loves the background on Pat's of the HADFD. Yeah. Could you guys make a shirt in that font?
Oh, that would be nice.
What's talking about? The sign with the cursive?
Yeah, the cursive sign.
Oh,
Have a great
yeah,
fucking day,
okay.
but spelled
Pat's
out.
sign.
So we used to have an HAGFD shirt, but I think that is a better idea. The cursive
Yeah.
have a great fucking day spelled out. That's
Maybe a star in there, or a fuck it. Who cares? Just the
I like
spell
that
out.
idea.
I don't give a
what was
shit.
that guy's name? His girlfriend.
Drew Mamba?
Drew
Right.
Mamba's girlfriend.
Drew Mamba's
Nice.
Drew
girlfriend.
Mamba,
idea.
great review. Drew Mamba's girlfriend, great advice.
Did you guys
Great
have
idea.
any? Did you guys have any sandwiches? I'm sure I did.
50% chance, yes. It doesn't
Yeah,
like I didn't know. Like
right.
if I had known it was the day, I would have definitely got it. But I've had a sandwich
Well-
half of the last days.
Right.
in my
it
life.
Was, on the was this the one where it was on the same day as like Housewives Day and it was Sandwich Day at the same
Yes,
time? And
absolutely.
It was like kind of a shot at Housewives.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like,
Mhm.
I did make a bacon cheese impossible burger sometime at this week. I'm
That
not sure
counts.
if it was on Sandwich Day, but if it was, I hope it was. Also, I've got a bunch of tortillas I'm trying to get rid of because I bought the Costco size pack, and so haven't really bought that much bread, but doing a lot more tacos, makeshift tortilla type thing.
I've had sandwiches for 3 of the 5 lunches today. What's today's Friday? 3 of the 5
Yeah.
weekdays today I've had sandwiches. Last week, probably 2 of the 5, 3 of the 5. I mean, 50-50. Let's just say yes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Let me
Favorite
ask you guys-
favorite food item is sandwich.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're all sandwich kings. On
yeah, definitely had one yesterday.
YouTube.com/hardfactnews if you don't believe us.
Yeah.
Did we have a
some guys that eat
sandwich?
some
Yeah.
Sandwiches. Yeah.
The big one.
Yeah, Jersey Mike's giant sub. Will, you said you're buying your bread from Costco now.
Oh, I'm getting everything there.
Are you a keep the bread in the fridge guy now that you've
No.
gone to Costco? Really?
Always on
See,
the counter.
See, I used to be the counter guy, but now that if I buy it at Costco, I don't go through it quick enough, so I keep it in the fridge now, which is really kind of annoying because I like last night I made like a late night peanut butter sandwich just on like some bread, and I didn't want it. I didn't like that it was cold, but I was too lazy to
See,
like
what
toast
I do
it or
is
something?
I only get loaves from Costco that have not that many slices in it. So like a loaf that's like a fluffy loaf. I'm not gonna get one of the ones that's got a billion slices because they only sell them in 2-packs.
Yeah.
And then that also fucked me up with the tortillas. I'm never getting tortillas there again because it's all 2-packs. You can't go through it fast enough.
I don't like tortillas or bread in the fridge. Not for me.
Yeah, I keep them on the counter.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll get moldy and we'll throw them out. I mean,
you can't go through them.
I'm a very wasteful human being, but I'm not going to put it in the fridge.
Yeah. All right. Okay. This one is from Paladins 23. Best news show that has ever existed. I agree. Yeah.
Whoa.
Keep up the good work, gents. You make every morning way more tolerable. Look forward to listening every day. I'm a big Macho Man fan. He fought out of Sarasota, Florida, which is where I'm from. Also been to Jewfish Key.
No.
Can't wait for you guys to buy it. Stay hot.
Well, this guy's going to have to come on the trip. This guy's going to have to come on the Florida trip in April.
Absolutely.
You know what sucks? Trees again.
That's April 8th through 10th, by the way. And you're going to be flying to the Tampa
St.
Airport.
Pete. Yeah, flying into Tampa Airport for sure, or driving.
We'll get you guys a hotel soon.
April 8th to 10th. Yeah. Another tree victim, right? So like Greg Abbott almost died by tree. Macho Man did die by tree. The tree finished
it was
the
heart
job.
attack into tree.
But
heart attack first.
A lot of people survive heart attacks. The tree caused injuries to
Are
internal
you
injuries.
Survive a Macho Man sized heart attack? I mean, that guy was doing a lot of cocaine,
the tree zipped the body bag. I'll put it that way. All right. Like,
Yeah.
The tree had the last
final
words
nail in
on
the coffin. Yeah.
R.I.P. Macho Man. But
that's right.
He probably had a sizable heart attack.
That's true. It probably exploded.
Enormous. His birthday's coming up, by the way, November 15th.
Randy Profo, right? That's
I looked up his death day too to make sure I didn't miss it today. It was I think it's May 20th.
No.
Yeah,
Monday
sad.
we got to celebrate.
It's my birthday, actually. It's sad. I share Macho Man's
death day.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
He died on my birthday.
That's sad.
R.I.P. I feel connected to him though. So.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm going to that tree every birthday.
That's right.
Last one. This one is from Weed Grows in Brooklyn. 5 stars. Click this link and play the game. You won't last 30 seconds. Love it. Hey guys, love you guys. Get opinions I agree and disagree with from all 4 of you, and don't feel like I'm in an echo chamber of people preaching to the choir. I'm a stoner, so I love Will, but hated Wes because he wasn't there when I started listening and I was dealing with a sibling in rehab. LOL. Things change.
Weird timing.
Yeah. That'll give you a bad impression. I'm sure your sibling was fun to deal with. Things change, and now I love his sick and sadistic sense of humor. It makes me feel at home. Mark with a C, M-A-R-K question mark, M-A-R-Q-U-E question mark.
Marquis.
I love your pop.
That'd
be amazing. Marquet. I love your pop culture references. Clearly the guy most on the pulse of things. And Pat, you're ever in New York City and need weed, holla. Have a great fucking weekend.
Nice.
P.S. That Big Willie, good morning at 7 a.m. makes me want to do a tootski and run through a brick wall.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
awesome.
Get the fentanyl tester, right?
Oh, yeah.
Grows in Brooklyn. Man, have a great fucking day, bro.
Yeah. Have a good weekend, buddy.
Hell yeah. Nice
All right, let's get to some voicemails. I think we got 7 or 8, not sure. Here comes.
Pat needs to buy weed from that guy too. That's that review.
That's a great offer.
That guy's got good weed, guaranteed.
Yeah.
He's chill, level-headed with the review, funny. I mean, he's gonna have some good bud.
Yeah, I don't get everything from him. All right, first voicemail. Here we go.
Hello, I listen to the show every morning, and you guys do great work. And last week I was so proud to hear, after Wes does his thing, I hope. Oh, listen to Heart Factor. Hope you do. However it goes, but so glad you guys had the pre-recorded ads. I just love that you guys are selling out. And then Tuesday the 9th, pleasantly surprised. You guys are selling Mercs? We got Mercedes-Benz?
What?
Oh, fellas. Oh, it's a joy to hear. It's a joy to hear you guys selling out. Hopefully they're paying you. Hopefully. Well, have a great fucking day, fellas.
The Mercedes-Benz. We gotta get to the bottom of the Mercedes-Benz thing.
Yeah, I need to know what's going on.
Well, what's
Did
happening?
they ever email us back?
So if you listen on YouTube, you always had mid rolls from YouTube, And what's
Yeah.
happening is that podcast, hosters are changing constantly, and they're adding more ads everywhere. We don't know necessarily where they're coming or if we're getting paid for them. So thank you for letting us know there's a Mercedes somewhere.
Good
We'll have
point.
to track that down. See.
Yeah. If you see any unusual ads, like Will said, the YouTube is going to do its own thing and do like a couple 15-second rolls whenever they decide. We have no control over that. But on Apple or Spotify or wherever you're listening to just audio, if you hear an unusual ad read that's not us, like Wes's voice in a pre-roll or us doing our normal ad reads for our great sponsors, if it's like the show stops and Mercedes-Benz ad comes on, let us know what platform that's on, because we need to track down with Spotify and Apple what's going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I played that one first because just to reiterate, our sponsors help make this show possible.
Yeah.
So definitely, if you can support the sponsors, Adam and Eve,
don't buy a Mercedes-Benz just yet, because we don't know if they're paying us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Same.
Yeah. Any of the baked in ones that we're reading on air. I mean, those are the sponsors we're working with the most directly, and
to keep the show going. Yeah.
Yeah. And they really do. So
they re-up if you buy, and that helps us and it helps
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We got a lot of good ones. So.
Absolutely. Everything we sell is great. I mean,
It's true.
It is true.
And if you're in the Patreon, I post them in the Discord server frequently. If you need it again, just hit me up. Also, I just keep
You got the
running lists, so
links, right?
DM me.
Yeah.
Just DM Hard Factor Will. I've got it on a Google Doc or anytime.
That's all of the
Whole
codes,
list.
the promo
all
codes
of our promo codes.
that are active. Yeah.
All of our promo codes from
Yeah.
That's right. And if you have any questions, just DM one of us. We'll get back to you.
We'll send you to Will. We'll say DM Will.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I literally
People have Discord questions. I say
Just hit
talk
me.
to Mark.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be
I
on.
do the same.
Yeah.
I route people to you guys, but for the discount codes, I got them.
Yeah.
I got the list.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, cool. All right, next one. Here we go.
What up, Hard Factor boys? It's your boy, Limited Slip here. Just listen to the story about the Catskill man being lit up on fire after being tased and covered in hand sanitizer. I'm from Catskill, New York, and I actually went to school with Jason. He was a couple grades above me. And he's pretty much everything you imagined, just a crazy guy. He was in my lunch hall, and he would out of nowhere just make a random noise and throw chicken nuggets or throw a whole pizza across the pizza room.
He should have been named Ryan.
Just a wild guy. But appreciate you covering a story from our hometown, and keep doing what you guys are doing. Have a great fuck.
Fuck yeah. Dude,
Damn.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Jason.
Did he die?
He's still alive, right?
Oh, is he still
He's
alive?
covered in
Yeah,
burns.
he was in
severely
grave
burned.
condition.
R.I.P.
Severely burned.
to Jason's skin.
And I had
Right.
forgotten, actually, shout out to upstate New York. I had forgotten the Syracuse area. That's where my grandfather was from. I remember that because I went to his funeral up there. So
In
I probably
Syracuse,
got
huh?
some relatives over there. Shout out Syracuse.
Upstate New York.
area,
Both of those guys lived. The guy that was stuck behind the wall in the men's room for 3 days
Yeah.
lived,
Yeah.
and Jason lived. Wow.
Well, yeah,
Resilient folk up there.
Tough fuckers, yeah.
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 Thanks for anytime you know anyone that we talk about on the show, we love hearing about it. So
For sure.
call in, tell us if you got to hook up, we can talk to that person even better.
If you
know
are
Jason's
that person,
a little bit preoccupied.
if you're
yeah.
Jason,
If you're Jason, you want to talk to us,
call
yeah.
in.
Maybe not Jason. All right. Get ready for some.
Wait. Don't play that. Speaking of interesting people that want to talk, Yuri reached out to me on
Lachko.
WhatsApp.
Yeah,
Yuri
yeah.
reached out to me on WhatsApp yesterday, and he's like, "Hey, didn't you want to do another interview at some point? I'm ready."
I
And
see.
so he went.
I see he's reached out on Instagram as well, so he's ready.
Yuri wants to chat with us. It'll be another shirtless. We'll probably release it on like a Saturday
That'll be fun.
standalone. It'll be another shirtless. We'll ask him why he's fucking an ashtray now. And
Right? You say he's dating an ashtray.
He's dating an ashtray.
All right.
He's moved on. I'm
That's
sure.
coming.
Like
Yeah, we'll find out what's
like
going
a-
on with Yuri.
light bulb
Like,
or something.
Now it is toaster.
Yeah.
I'm always down to talk to you. He's amazing.
Oh hell yeah.
All right, you guys ready to be soothed?
Sure.
You want to be lulled a little bit? Here's our boy Dallas Dave.
Oh, nice.
What's up, Hard Factor boys? Dallas, Dave here to talk Leeds United.
Since we last spoke, Leeds has cleared from the Schneid zone. We're sitting comfortably in 15th place. Part of that is from our 2 wins and 2 draws in our last 5 games.
3.
And part of that is from
18, 19, 20.
poor performance of others. But we welcome all to the basement. Have fun down there, and let's just stay above that relegation zone.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness we beat Norwich. We drew with Leicester, and we have a nice little 2-week international break. Hopefully we'll get Paddy Bamford, Luke Ayling, and some others back from injury in 2 weeks when we play Tottenham.
By Tottenham.
Tottenham's a side that has struggled to score goals despite some of their offensive power. They only have 9 in 11 games, and we have 11, which is not great, but we're coming back. Oof. And thankfully we're in 15th place, and we don't need to worry about relegation as much. We just got to keep getting points, draws or wins. Points.
Dallas Dave's not mentioning the games coming up.
Wanted to give a special shout out as well to all the Marines out there. You guys have asked if my lulling tone or soft voice, like what the hell the deal with that was. I don't know. I guess I have a talkative, easy to listen to demeanor, but I'm actually was a Marine. Still a Marine, but I'm not on active duty. Nice. Those uniforms wouldn't fit quite as well as they did a couple of years ago. But shout out to all the Marines out there and in the Heart Hive, Semper Fi, and give a yet and a thought to Gunny over this weekend. Wes, I still got a $100 bill in my pocket. I had to spend the 50 cash only bar last weekend. I thought you'd get a kick out of that, but the 100's going strong, and that will remain there for the time being. So HAGFD, MOT marching on together. Let's go, Leeds, and happy Marine Corps birthday and happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there.
There we go.
Semper Fidelis, and take care, boys.
Dallas Dave.
Nice.
Poor man. Hey, Jay Ross, another Marine in the Heart Hive, he hit me up the day after, and it's oorah. There's no H. There's no H.
Right. So there's different ones for the Army. That like the Army's like hoo-yah. It is with the H.
I think he said the H is like an Army thing.
Army, exactly.
None of that on Marine birthday.
Oorah.
So then I guess you could do all of them on Veterans Day. And like Dallas Dave said, thank you for your service to everybody.
So who we playing? Yeah, absolutely. Who's Leeds playing the next couple weeks?
Okay, so Leeds, dude, we're gonna get fucked up. So it's Tottenham on the 21st, then it's Brighton 27th, then it's Crystal Palace, Brentford, Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Aston Villa, and then Burnley. So all the way until the new year, January 2nd, until we play Burnley, do we have an easy no easy games?
Well,
until
also
the new year.
So Dallas Dave, again, soothing voice, great shout outs, thank you for your service, but look at the table. So 18, 19, and 20 drop, right? So you want to be above 18. 17th place is fine. He's like, we're sitting pretty at 15. We're 1 point ahead of 17th place. 16th and 17 have 10 total points. We have 11 total points. That's not goals. That's total points based off wins, losses. We are 1 point ahead of relegation.
Right. Like, and Aston Villa's probably got like a, on paper, stronger lineup than us, which is 1 point.
We're 1 loss away from relegation. If the one team wins and we lose, like we're in the relegation. Yeah.
It's not great. Hey, but we did
I'm on the team but Leeds.
Well, Leeds, we're MOT, we're marching on together, okay? And also think about this. Arsenal is in 5th place, and basically Leeds was as good as them last year. So
that's true. No, I want to go on a run. I don't think Dallas Dave is taking it seriously. That 15th right now is bad. We should be at like 10.
No, he's being facetious.
Yeah. Okay. 1 point ahead.
Hey, we're moving up. There's a lot more. We're moving up. We're doing good.
We're gonna fuck Brentford up.
MOT, baby.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that it keeps 100 in his pocket, though.
It's for good luck.
Such a good move.
I got 100 on me right now. Check it out.
You got 100 on you? I think I do too. From Denver.
You gotta keep the Cnut on top.
I have 100 on me too. I don't have my wallet here, but I have $100 bill in my wallet now too from Denver.
I got real mad the other day. I tried to break 100 at Starbucks. I was in the drive-thru, and they like just shut me down. And I was like, there's literally been 80 cars that I've witnessed go through this line. You're telling me you don't have change for 100? I was like, I was so confident. Yeah. I was so confident that Starbucks would have change for 100.
Starbucks?
It was Starbucks.
Even if you got 2 drinks, they were only going to give you like $6 back. How can they not break
it was
100?
a $13 bill for 2 fucking, and I was like, you guys don't have a few 20s in there? Give me a break.
Yeah.
It was unreal. pull up my card like a fucking savage.
Yeah. Okay, Starbucks. Wow. We use the app at my house.
Starbucks. Yeah, I see people doing that all the time. They just put the phone up. Yeah.
I'm hooked up to my wife's app, and it's just all of her money that's in there. I'm just draining her checking account. Just like getting Starbucks.
So
Scan the thing.
I hadn't looked at the table before that. We should fuck up Brentford, though. You're right.
Yeah.
We do have, so December 5th, that's a game to key in on. You're right. And then December 28th and January 2nd, we should be okay, too. But
look at the total points.
Nothing else besides that.
Not great where we're at right now.
No, and then Newcastle. Like, literally, we're like, all of the holidays are going to be difficult for...
it's going to be biting nails till the end of the season. It's going to be Dave biting, Dallas Dave calling in, talking about the Schneid and the relegation zone every week. Yeah.
We're doing okay. We're doing all right. Yeah.
Wes, I broke the 100 and now Leeds is in the relegation zone.
I want to know what he used the 50 on.
He said a cash bar.
Cash bar.
Oh, it did? Okay, cash bar. Okay, missed that. Nice. Okay, got double back-to-back from Colin out in California. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Boys, calling from California. So you know how we do the Florida Man Friday. So I wanted to bring up like how shitty of a place San Francisco is. So all you gotta do is search up San Francisco homeless man. First story that pops up: homeless man set on fire in sleeping bag death permit. Another story: homeless man set on another homeless man set on fire story. Another homeless man hiding behind bushes, scaring children and jumping out and attacking people. Another story of another homeless man set on fire. I think it's the same story, but
it's probably the same
how
story.
homeless has become a problem in San Francisco. Then there's there's just a bunch of these, and I feel like we could do like a whole entire segment on fucking homeless men in San Francisco because it's such a shithole and there's so many of them.
Wait, he said.
But let me know what you think.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No,
are you playing the next one right away?
No, we can talk about that. I played them out of order by accident. But
okay. So Colin has been going after Grayson in the Discord, and Grayson is a proud San Franciscan, if that's how you say it. San Francisco.
We got a lot of listeners in San Francisco. Lots of listeners.
A lot of proud San Franciscans, and Grayson's defending. So we gotta stop. We gotta stop the infighting, guys. Colin.
I feel responsible for
Colin
this.
West, leave San Francisco alone.
Look, the thing is,
Grayson came after me. I was just joking, and then he got
responsible for this place.
It's an inside California beef, though. It's like this is like because like the Bakersfield, and then in San Francisco, they're at look. They disagree on a lot of things, namely the homeless. But Colin sent a different homeless headline that was way better. Okay. San Francisco homeless man dies from rabies after performing oral sex on a dog. That was on a stray dog. That was also San Francisco.
Was that a real story or was that a prank story?
That was a real story.
You verified that with another
this week. Yeah.
Wow. Why didn't we do that?
So that I don't know why he didn't list that one, but he literally.
Why didn't we do that as a story?
Oh, I know, it's insane. A homeless man blue, and then you guys should see the fucking look at this guy's mugshot. You see that?
That's the guy that got rabies.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait.
yeah.
Well, he's wearing like a shower cap.
Yeah, he looks crazy. His teeth are crazy. Yeah, he's crazy looking.
Jesus, yeah.
I saw this. This got to be a fake story.
That's real shit.
No, there's no way
real
that's
shit.
There's no way that's real.
Real shit. Homeless guys.
Homeless
rabies. Dying of rabies from stray dogs' dicks.
That's
no
wild.
one dies from
San
rabies.
Francisco.
There's no way.
Oh, people die from rabies all the time.
It is a beautiful
not in their
city,
40s.
Though.
Wow.
I still.
Yeah, I mean, once you get rabies, if it doesn't treat it, it kills you.
He looks like he has rabies. There's. I'm googling this. It just does. It's not true. It's one of those fake news.
Are you sure?
Things. Yeah, positive.
Yeah, it's got.
It's fake.
It's got to be fake.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be everywhere. We would have heard by that. We would have heard about that. People would have been sending.
That would have been a cream of the crop 3 days in a row.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'd have gotten that sent to us 80 times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's on Newsbreak. Is that a real organization?
No.
I don't think
real
so.
App. That's a real app.
No,
It's specialized. They specialize in San Francisco homeless people.
Yeah, sure.
They do. I'm pretty sure it's a specialization.
Man.
Let's ask Grayson about it. Maybe he knows the guy.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play it out of order now since we got into there. Here's Jay from Providence.
Hey, this is Jay from Providence. Just got done listening to Colin's voicemail there, and at first I was like, "Why is he so pissed?" I love Wes. I was just giving him shit for because fuck it. But then I thought, you know what? If I was from Bakersfield too, I'd also be upset all the time. So tell you what, I've lived all over the country. I've lived Texas. I've lived in Chicago, out in Providence, San Francisco. I find there's something nice about every single city we live in. So I've been to Bakersfield before, and all I can say as a SIG guy, I love Bakersfield. I hear the air pollution there from LA smog is so good. That's like smoking a pack a day just being outside. And you know what? That's a free buzz. So no one ever talks about that. So, being a Bakersfield guy, don't say you live in a shithole. Say it's great. Free cigarettes. Anyways, if I'm ever in town, I'll definitely hit you up. I'll, take you out to the nicest spot of town, assuming that Applebee's is still open. Other than that, have a good one, Colin, and turn that frown upside down, bud.
Nobody ever talks about it.
Colin has unleashed the fury of everybody who's ever lived in San Francisco on him.
Yeah,
love that.
It's all Wes is just sitting here scot free,
and
now
amazing.
Colin's assumed the role of guy that hates San Francisco. And,
it's great. All you gotta do is get a hat. It's perfect. That was a good one though, Jay. I like that. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. All right, here's Colin's other one. Here we go.
Boy, calling from California, so I listened to today's episode. It's Friday. Fuck yeah. So I decided I'm down for doing the interview with that girl. But here's the thing though, I'm in a relationship right now. So what I'm thinking is I try and have this girl teach me how to convince my girl into doing anal. I think that would be funny. I think that's the way we can go with this shit.
Yeah.
Or get her to do extra shit, And also, I'm just having fun over here in Bakersfield, not stepping in homeless people's shit. Like some other people up north in fucking San Francisco area. Love you guys and have a great fucking day.
Oh no. Alan didn't know he got burned on the cigarette smoke air though. He had no response for that.
This feud is way much better than the Lick a D's one.
This is funny. Geographical feuds are funny.
Oh, it's
California.
amazing.
Well, there's a lot they both have a lot of room to talk shit. Right now, there's the homeless shit and rabies blowjobs.
A lot of material to work with. Yeah, Newsbreak's a fake. That's a fake web. It's a satirical web. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's obviously not a real story. Yeah.
And there's still the homeless people shitting and being set on fire.
Yes, the fires. Yes.
And then there's Bakersfield is just like kind of a people. It's like an armpit. It's like a pit stop town. I think a lot of people. It's an oil town. I think a lot of people in this California cities are going to enjoy talking shit on Bakersfield. So it's just a classic rivalry.
I love it. I thoroughly enjoy it. Okay, we got one more, guys. And here we go.
What's up, homies? MC Marto in the house. Just wanted to do a quick shout out to Lombard Trucking, man. What a nice fucking little report. Hopefully everybody that's listening is going to get you to scratch your heads and start thinking about it. So anyways, have a great fucking week. Love you guys. Peace.
There we go. Well-deserved shout out to Lombard Trucking.
That's right. And I agree with them. I agree with him. I don't like the driverless trucks. I don't like it.
Yeah. I considered his position, and then team Robot Butler.
But Wes and I said you could still develop robot butlers.
Yeah, you don't have to have everything.
You can't.
You don't need to get rid of
you got to push it to the limit.
You don't need the taxis. Butler. You don't need the trucks. You can just have butlers.
You got to push it. You got to push it to the limit.
Yeah. Tell you who wasn't happy about that segment was one Jack Severt on YouTube.
Yeah, that was not his favorite.
He said, "Fuck us for not being all about capitalism." And
he wants automation.
Oh,
well, he wants anything that makes money.
Yeah. That's funny.
If you don't know who we're talking about, Jack is a guy who comments like a lot on all the YouTube. If you go to youtube.com/hardfactornews, he's always fact checking us. So
I noticed that Jack is always putting my name with a C as well. I don't know if that's to get under my skin or if he thinks I have the wrong spelling of Mark. I'm not sure.
I think you need to go to the QUE.
I'm about to.
Yeah.
I'm about to
Marquee.
change it to hard factor Marque.
That's Marquee, right? Yeah.
Marquee. I'm also a big fan of Marv. I mean, it could replace the K with a V.
Yeah,
but
V
not
or
a
the
lowercase
Q.
C. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're missing out. Yeah, the C.
Just
is
not with,
you're in my
not with
in
a
my
lowercase C.
You're in my phone as Marv, I think.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, well that's it. We got anything else before we sign off? Yeah, that's it. Thank you for picking it up. Those were great.
It was fun.
Incredible reviews and voicemails. Incredible day for Dictators. Shout out to the Dictators, Xi and Putin.
You deserve it, guys. Yeah,
really thriving going into the weekend. And then speaking of the weekend, just wanted to remind everybody again: trivia night next Friday. Patreon.com/Hard Factor. Send in the card tier. Get in on that trivia.
And Florida Man Friday was good today too. Check out you got Florida Man Fridays. You know, if you're missing the Florida Man Fridays, it's $5 a month.
If you hadn't signed up for the Patreon and you listen to us every day on the pod, there's a year's worth of 2 episodes per week built up. So
it's like what Colin said, except instead of San Francisco homeless people, it's Florida criminals every Friday, 6 to 8 stories a week.
Imagine binging Florida Man Fridays.
And the Hive Hour, man. I mean,
the Hive Hour is good.
Great
Hive Hour is quality.
Yeah,
very quality. But the Florida Man Fridays, though, I mean, imagine
that's the best deal. $5 a month.
Yeah. And 'Tis the Season merch will be here soon. I reached out to the designer and should see something tomorrow and hopefully be done within the week. So
beautiful.
Yeah, and it'd be a real shame if Jay from Providence called back again next week. That would be, that'd be tough.
Also, Grayson, I feel like maybe give a little insight on what's going on.
I want the San Francisco crew to start calling in and have a war going with
I love it.
Yeah. Also, there's other we haven't heard.
Well, Otis hasn't been calling in. He's near Bakersfield.
Yeah, there's lots of California fellas who haven't put their 2 cents in yet. So I wonder if we'll hear more opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Well, we love all you. We love all you Californians.
That's right. Yeah, we love everyone. We hope everyone. We're all friends, but this is how we show love. We bust balls, right?
That's right. So we bite thumbs. You know what I mean?
Bite thumbs. That's right. All right, that's gonna do it. We love you. Have a great fucking weekend.